everyone, welcome to us. I'm Hope and this is KCAT TV, and here are your top local stories. Seems like we're having some technical difficulties, so we'll be back after this quick break.
Honey, it's gonna be okay.
It's dead.
Maybe it's just that...
It's dead.
Well, we'll get you a new one.
It won't be the same.
You're right. Could be plasma.
Hey, your TV's dead.
I'm okay with this.
Now you can recycle it and keep California's environment alive. Visit erecycle.org for more.
Different words describe different people. But in the eyes of the law, there's one that fits us all. Human right number 7. We're all equal before the law. What are human rights? Find out at youthforhumanrights.org.
Good afternoon, Los Gatos. I'm so sorry for the inconveniences. I'm Hope, KCAT News at Noon, bringing you your daily news. Our top local story. The employee benefit announced free meals and other perquisites supplement lavish salaries in the fiercely competitive battle for computer programmers and other technology workers. Parents can also take up to 12 weeks of paid baby bonding time during their child's first year. Netflix says the baby leave policy applies to all of the roughly 2,000 people working at its internet video and DVD by mail services. In other local news, the body of a beloved San Francisco teacher, Edward Kavanaugh, who went missing more than 2 weeks ago in El Dorado National Forest in Northern California, was found Tuesday. Ed Kavanaugh, 45 years old, who taught at Downtown Continuation High School, disappeared on July 17th around 11 a.m. after taking off to ride his motorbike on the Rock Creek Trail System in the El Dorado National Forest. Murdoch described the location as a trail in the rugged brush-filled terrain west of the Slate Mountain, adding that the descendant has yet to be positively identified. Even without the formal identification, Kavanaugh's sister, Debbie Kavanaugh Schultz, however, took to Facebook not long after to express her grief for her brother, whom she essentially acknowledged had died. My family is heartbroken to share the news that Ed had been found, but he is no longer with us, she wrote. As word of Kavanaugh's disappearance spread, family members, friends, colleagues, students, and even strangers flocked to El Dorado County to help look for him. The teacher's family offered a $10,000 reward to anyone who could find him. The family is grateful for everyone who helped to find Edward. That's all the local news for today. Now here's Seiki at the store Bunches in downtown Los Gatos.
Thanks, Hope. Today we are here at Bunches Flowers in downtown Los Gatos. This local flower shop has been creating beautiful bouquets for over 23 years. Bunches offers a wide selection from fresh-cut flowers to design work for all occasions to indoor and outdoor plants. You can tell how local they are by the bucket of free flowers located near the entrance. One of the most surprising things you'll find at Bunches is Pete the duck. Pete is a friendly duck who roams the store to a certain extent, possibly compels customers to buy flowers, and is the store mascot. Though Pete is usually a male name, Pete is actually a female duck. You can tell Pete is a loved one at Bunches by all the signs throughout the store, many of them reading, "Please keep dogs away." People have been coming to Bunches for over 23 years because of their beautiful flower arrangements and array of plants. Bunches open 7 days a week, 9 to 6 p.m. Be sure to check them out. Back to you, Hope.
Thanks, Seiki. Here's your national news. On July 28th at 7 p.m., a woman and her 2 adult sons were found dead inside their home in Florida. The cause of their death remained a mystery until recently. Escambia County Sheriff David Morgan released a statement on Tuesday saying initial research had led us to believe it was a ritualistic killing. When asked to elaborate, he replied that they led to this speculation because of the unusual method of the murder, such as the positioning of the bodies and the fact that the time of death coincided with the blue moon, which only occurs every 3 years. All 3 victims, who were known as secretive and reclusive, were struck numerously with a claw hammer and their throats slit. Additionally, the crime scene took several days to work through due to the fact that there were no signs of forced entry or robbery. Be sure to tune in later this week for further updates. Also on Saturday, July 25th, 2 14-year-old boys, Austin Stefanos and Perry Cohen, went missing off the coast of Florida, and they were reported missing when they did not return from a fishing trip Friday evening. Their boat was found capsized with the boys nowhere near. They were last seen at a marina in Jupiter, Florida around 1:30, buying over $100 worth of fuel. However, the 19-foot boat has disappeared with them. Yesterday, 2 life jackets were washed up on the shore in Savannah, Georgia. The helicopter company who found them are working to see if they are connected to Stefanos and Cohen's disappearance. Washington, D.C. is literally sinking. As water levels rise, a huge bulge of land, including Washington, D.C. and the Chesapeake Bay region, are slowly sinking, the aftermath of an ice age push. Fortunately, this process is relatively slow, and by 2100, it will have sunk only 6 inches. However, this is not limited to other parts of the East Coast. Geologists have predicted that by 2050, Maryland's coast will have risen an enormous 1.5 feet. Builders will now have to watch out for these changes, as infrastructure and naval bases are now vulnerable. That's all for national news today. Here's your international news. On Sunday, August 2nd, 2 trains were passing each other near the town of Harda when a flash flood triggered by heavy rain struck the bridge. The tracks collapsed and some of the train cars went under the water. Officials say at least 25 people have been injured and another 300 rescued. It was not clear how many people were on both trains. On August 4th, 2015, in Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, and Latin America groups will vote this month on whether to advocate worldwide decriminalization of sex work. If the policy is adopted, the Human Rights Group will call for governments to get rid of most laws that prohibit selling or buying sex. The basic proposal says that countries should not arrest any person, adult or minor, for selling his or her own sexual services. Also, countries should not arrest those who purchase sexual services from adults. The death toll from flash floods triggered by seasonal monsoon rains in various parts of Pakistan has risen to 118, and floodwater has inundated vast areas, leaving tens of thousands homeless, an authorities said Monday. About 2,900 houses have been collapsed and are partially damaged. The Pakistani part of Kashmir and southern part of eastern Punjab province each reported 22 deaths. In mid-July, monsoon rains followed by flash floods badly hit the northwestern city of Chitral, where flooding destroyed several bridges, homes, mosques, hotels, and power stations. Pakistan Army's engineers repaired damaged bridges in Chitral, while boats and helicopters evacuated those affected. The southern part of the largest Punjab province is another region badly hit by the flooding. The operation continuing in southern Punjab, an Army statement said an Army Chief General Raheel Sharif visited Leah district, where rescue and flood relief operations are trying to help. We'll be right back with sports and weather after these quick messages. This is your sports newscast. The 16th FINA World Championships are underway in Kazan, Russia. Olympics and Stanford swimmer Katie Ledecky has created another world record for the 1500-meter freestyle and won the gold medal. The 18-year-old is the current record holder for the 400, 800, and 1500-meter freestyle. American Connor Dwyer won a tight race between Great Britain's Roberto Pavoni in the 200-meter IM. Unfortunately, the U.S. is ranked second with the 17 medals, and China is in first with 26 medals in all. Also, the Giants won yesterday, beating the Braves 8-3, making it the Braves' own Shelby Miller's 14th loss. It's all kind of fell apart for us in the 8th, says Miller, enthusiastic as ever. This game makes it the Giants' amazing comeback after a disappointing 9-8 loss. Hopefully the Giants can keep up. That's all the sports, and now to Gabe for the weather.
Thanks, Hope. I'm Gabe here with your local weather. Today there will be a high of 88 and a low of 60 with all sun, with winds of 14 miles per hour heading northwest. Thursday will be a little hotter and a high of 90 with a low of 60 with clouds. After the rest of the week will be a lot cooler. On Friday, there will be a high of 83 and a low of 59 and partly cloudy. The weekend will be all sunny on Saturday of a high of 80 and a low of 58. On Sunday, there will be a high of 87 and a low of 59. The weather is helping California and wildfires. Now for your national weather stories. The Rocky Fire is the biggest battle of firefighters by far, but just one of 24 wildfires spread across the state in worse than average wildfire season. The Pacific Ocean weather system dropped temperatures Tuesday, raising humidity and dumped rain in spots, Forestry and Firefighting Agency CAL FIRE said, and in the end of the day, some 2,900 firefighters has gotten the Rocky Fire, burning by some 50 miles north of the Bay Area, 20% contained. It has taken 285 engines, 4 air tankers, and 19 helicopters to do it. It is challenging the wit and grit of nearly 10,000 firefighters, and it already has taken one of them. That's all for weather. Back to you, Hope.
Thanks, Gabe. Happy National Green Peppers Day. You can cook them, grill them, saute them, chop them up, make them salsa, or eat them plain. Today's celebrity birthday includes Neil Armstrong, who was born in 1930. This day in history, the first electric traffic signal lights are installed in Cleveland, Ohio in 1914. That's all for today, Let's Get Us. Catch you on the flip side.
It greeted you at birth. It was there for your first step, your first mistake,